I don't know what I'm talking about, and we're going into Game 5 of our Modern Tropical Merfolk League, the first league of 2020, and I'm breaking a lot of continuity because I got a haircut and changed clothes, and this looks like a great hand. Let's keep it. Metal. Oh. Good old Tron. Well, I know we can bring in game 2. Oh, that's a perfect draw. I don't know if we could have gotten a better draw right then. Okay, our opponent cracks Chromatic Sphere for Ancient Stirrings, which can mean one of two things. It can mean that they don't have another Tron piece. Okay, so they got Sanctum of Ugin and Expedition Map. Okay, so I don't know what that... That's very interesting. Like, I don't know why they would keep a hand if they were so far off Tron like that, but I'm not here to judge them. Let's go ahead and start with Branch Walker. And we draw a land off of it, which is fine. So now they can at least Expedition Map for another piece of Tron. Again, I don't know why they kept a hand that they're so far off Tron, but it's to our benefit. The longer... Yep. Let's see what they get. Okay, so they get Urza's Tower, sure. And then... nothing. Okay, well... Yes, we're going to tick up Aether Vial. Let's go ahead and get Merfolk Mistbinder down. And hit them for 3. I guess I should have done Kumena Speaker. Well, yeah, that's fine. Let's see what our opponent does here. So there's their forest. Sylvan Scrying. Okay, so now they're gonna have Tron. So we need to start. Yeah, there's the mine. Walking Ballista, fine. So we're going to tap down the Ballista and hopefully just draw another Lord. Oh, neat. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so we're not quite there. So we can get in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so 14 damage is the most we could get in right now. But they could also have an All's Dust in hand. So we want to be careful and not play into an All's Dust, which is something I do all the time. So we're going to go ahead and swing out here. Hit for 8. That'll bring them down to 9. And then we'll at least be able to replay another Lord should they have that wipe in hand. So there's their mine. So they do have Tron online. Swag. Okay. Okay, so they put another counter on Walking Ballista. They're definitely not going to attack. Okay, so just go wide and tall. Okay. Sure, that's fine. And yes, we'd like to use the ability to put Lord of Atlantis into play. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 damage. So he has to make a block here. And this may also not have been the correct play. So he's going to take 12. He's going to go to 2, and he has a 3/3. We also know so he Ancient Stirrings. We also know he has a Worm Coil Engine in hand, so drawing one of our Seas effects drawing a Spreading Seas would be great. Okay, there's Ugin. So he's probably going to kill Master of the Pearl Trident. Oh, never mind. We're going to leave Aether Vial on 2. Cancel. Each permanent... Okay. So we want to wait on the Spreading Seas. So at the beginning of our opponent's next end step, we can Vial in the Branch Walker, and as long as we draw a Lord, then we'll be okay. Or one of the Island Walk Lords, I suppose. Okay. We were very close there. So how much damage is this? 10. And we exile the top 20. Okay, so we can take 20. We can take 10. That's fine. Because we want to tap it down, or we want to cast it after our opponent's able to deal with it with Ugin. So that's fine. Okay, so we have to exile the Spreading Seas. Okay, so we get hit for 3. Then we're gonna get hit for 10. Oh. No? Okay, that's fine. Yep, and so we win because we just tap down the Ulamog and then we swing in with Merfolk Trickster, and there we go. All right, cool. So, natural state's coming in here. Echoing Truth is also important, returning non-land permanents. Spell Pierce does almost nothing in this matchup. Spreading Seas are important. The Incubation and Congruities I think are fine because it does exile. It does exile Wormcoil Engine, which is very important. It also lets us, if we do hit that one point. Actually, I don't know if we should be really playing the natural states, artifact or enchantment. So it would only, it wouldn't even hit. So let's cut those. And I guess putting in the Echoing Truce is all we need. Let's go for it. Merfolk Trickster. Our beautiful Lord and Savior. Hey, Daisy. Come here, Daisy. Come here. Come here. You old lady. Yeah, sure. This is fine. Okay, Urza's mine. Chromatic Star. That's a good start for Tron, for sure. Yeah, we may as well Polluted Delta. We're not doing anything turn 1 anyway, so... So our opponents crack their Chromatic Star for green, and Colorless for Sylvan Scrying, so they're going to have turn 1 Tron. They get their Power Plant. Let's go ahead and get our Breeding Pool. Put it into play tapped. Merfolk Branchwalker. And we'll leave Master of the Pearl Trident on top. Our opponent will have Tron, which does stink, but we have answers. Oh, there's Karn the Great Creator, so hopefully our opponent won't be able to play what they're drawing. Oh, they will. Trinisphere. Sure. So everything costs 3. That's fine. Costs 1 blue, so we're gonna pay the 1 blue. And we're gonna hit that Karn because we don't want that thing sticking around. So our opponent hits a second Urza's Mine. So 9 mana. Oh, Ugin the Spirit Dragon, sure. Exile everything that costs 2 or less. Oh, right, everything costs 3. So there was no reason to do that. Okay, well... Let's put Command a Speaker in the graveyard. It's gonna bolt our There's Wormcoil Engine. So we need to hit our incongruity there. Yeah, we don't have mana to do anything, so if we want to stop this Wormcoil Engine before attacks next turn, we might just be behind this game, unfortunately. Going into game 3, being on the play though, is pretty neat. Sure, we're gonna get domed for 3. Yep, we're gonna tap down Wormcoil Engine. Our opponent's gonna play Oblivion Stone. Probably put a fate counter on their Wormcoil Engine. So we're going to crack this Misty Rainforest to get a basic island. To cast a Silver Go Adept. Revealing Kumena's Speaker. We want to give them the least amount of useful information as possible. Ugh. We are just not hitting what we need to. Alright, so I guess we'll swing in at this Ugin. At this point, we're kind of just making them run down their clock a little bit. They're going to put a fate counter on maybe Oblivion Stone. Oh, on Ugin. That's fair. Or a fate counter, sorry. Oblivion. I don't know why I said I put an Oblivion Stone on it. I guess in its own way, it's an Oblivion Stone. All right, and we didn't hit the C's that we needed. We definitely needed to hit the spreading C's to disrupt their Tron, but you know, it is what it is. You just have to be very careful when playing against Tron. It's not a losable it's not an unlosable matchup. Oh, okay. You need to hit his forest, I guess. There's his basic forest. Using the rest of the mana for another Chromatic Sphere. I mean, we're pretty much dead here as it sits. Our opponent is very, very ahead of us. All right, so becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls. No, I think honestly we're fine here. Just being on the play will be much more helpful. And we have a season hand. There we go. Keeping our opponent off Tron. That's our motto. Play Botanical Sanctum. Pass the turn. There's a tower, getting a Chromatic Star for our opponent. You know, we're not beholden to seize anything yet because we haven't seen what they have or don't have. You don't want to seize prematurely because then they can just like tutor for another tower. So there's a power plant. Oh, second seize, good. Okay, this is looking very good for us. So we're gonna spreading seize the tower. Draw a card. Ooh, perfect. That was like the best draw that we could get. Let's play the Aether Vial. Move to combat. Swing for 2. Every point of damage counts. Our opponent's going to use a Chromatic Star to... Oh, to Nature's Claim? Okay, that's fine. We have another one. Hopefully our opponent doesn't get... Okay, sweet. Another good seize target, but right now we are just going to tick up our Vial to 1. Echoing Truth. Spreading Seas on their Urza's Tower. Ooh, another Spreading Seas. Get in for some damage. I love getting all these Seas. That's what we really needed. Going to put a Blast counter. Yeah, see, even if he uses up Blast Zone now, no, it's fine. Okay, and then it's our turn, so let's tick up Vial. Okay. So we could seize the Blast Zone and then bounce the Karn and play another Lord. Or play out 2 Lords. We need to stop the removal. That's very important. Because that Blast Zone will ruin us. Plus we'll draw an extra card off Spreading Seas. Oh my gosh. Daisy, it's okay. Swing for 2. And then we'll go ahead and pass the turn to our opponent. Our opponent can replay that Karn if they want to, but okay, so they hit a force. They're not even they didn't even get the Tron. Okay. Until your next turn, up to 1 target non-creep. Okay, so that doesn't... What is he... Oh, he's targeting itself, I guess. Oh, I should have vialed in a Lord there. There's a punt, if ever there was one. Just to make sure our opponent doesn't hit their hit Tron again. We need to get that Karn down, so hit it for 3. Our opponent does have 6 cards in hand. They're very close to being able to just hard cast like things like Wormcoil Engine. Although it matters less now. Our opponent still may get there with Karn though. That's an unfortunate side effect. Ensnaring Bridge. Okay, that's fine for now. Because they have 5 cards in hand. No, we're going to leave Aether Violet too. Okay, so... so, creatures with greater than 5. So, we'd have to, like, basically... I want to keep his hand low. Well, okay, so we do have another Echoing Truth in the deck somewhere. So we can get them up to 5 power now and hit for a bunch of damage. So if we get a second, well, we'd only be hitting him for 5 total. So there's almost no reason to put ourselves in that situation, because as long as our opponent stays at, you know, a relatively high card total. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move to attacks. And then we're just going to pass the turn for now. So our opponent goes up to 6 cards. Gets another forest. Because right now they're playing another Karn the Great Creator. Okay. Oh! I keep missing that vial. That might be the thing that really messes with us. Yes, Daisy, I know. I should be more careful about Karn the Great Creator. Okay. Targeting something. Our opponent has 3 more mana. See if they do anything else. All right, and let's get Merfolk Trickster in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so one thing we need to consider is that if we tick up, if we put another Lord in play, then we will not be able to attack with Merfolk Trickster. Oh, let's go ahead and pay 1 in a blue for okay, so what we need to do is hit Karn. Okay. So next turn he'll be able to use Blast Zone to blow everything up. It will take almost his whole turn, but oh, okay. Oh, because he used the... Okay, so yeah, they couldn't attack anyway. Okay. Oh, they played another... there's another Karn. Gosh dang it. So we're not taking up Vial. Okay, so we just got to pass the turn for now. We're not going to commit anything to the board because we don't want to get blown up. Because our opponent could just blast zone us, but our opponent's basically in a winning board state as of now. We need to hit that. The Echoing Truth from the side. All right, well, there it is. If we had been using Aether Vial while Karn was on the stack, we would be able to do things, but unfortunately, looks like our opponent has a good lock on us. GG to our opponents. Well, we got some play points, so we'll hopefully see you all next week for another league. Hopefully we'll play a little bit more consistent, better next time, and hopefully we'll see you all next week. Always remember, when Karn is on the stack, activate your Mutavaults, activate your Aether Vials, because once that probably would have won us the game if we had been activating our dropping extra bodies in that time to get some more damage across. We probably could have squeaked out that win. Unfortunately, we just weren't paying that close of attention. I'll take ownership. I wasn't paying that close of attention. So next, follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all that fun YouTube stuff, and we'll see you all next week.